burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Out of the gun, Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. It was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Second and a yard. Hill. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Hill. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at the 20. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Rodgers looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He's got a first down and inside the midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 22 and a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Darnell Savage.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. the ground with Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
The 28-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Harris. And a very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on third down, Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Aaron Jones.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Mason Crosby for the
So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the air now with Hill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Alvin Kamara.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. From the gun, here's Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, second and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
And I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now in pre-series, he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Able to push his way through, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill sliding out of the pocket. And he slings one that's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A give. This is Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Lutz missed it to the right. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Lattimore there defensively.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Funchess incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Tyler Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
1-yard line.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
On the carry.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Crosby, 48.
He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Hill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 46 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Hill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option way. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Harris to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
41.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hill, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hill on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Could just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Kamara, a gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.